Welcome to Texarkana Game Day, live from the Patterson Center at Texarkana, Texas A&M University. I have a graduate with me, Jay Davis, tonight. It's on with us with football quite a bit. It's a beautiful campus.
It's a very beautiful campus, and it has definitely grown from when I graduated. We were still at the other campus whenever I got my cap and gown, but it is a phenomenal campus out here, and great facilities.
Let's talk to the reason we're here. Let's talk to the head coach, Ryan Hall, man. Great start to the season from what we saw the other night. Exciting to watch. I know you didn't come away with the W the other night, but tell us a little bit about how preparation for this game has been.
Man, we live and learn every day, so hopefully we can fix our mistakes and get better at what we do good.
Good. Well, y'all play a really up-tempo kind of offense. Really exciting to watch. Y'all playing, what, 2 times a week? Some 3 times a week every now and then?
Yeah, when we get in conference, it'll be 2 nights a week. But right now, we're kind of in a stretch where it's probably 3. I think we've had 4 games in 7 days.
They have a bunch of home games in November. I was looking at the schedule today, trying to look at basketball in the area. I mean, y'all just filled November up.
Yeah, it's been amazing. It's good to have home games.
Yeah, if you're sitting at home tonight, or next home game will be next Tuesday. You'll be able to watch it here tonight. Next Tuesday, boys and girls are playing tonight. Men's and women's, sorry. And Lyon College tonight. Tell me about them. Where are they out of?
They're out of Arkansas.
Okay.
I think the coach said it took them about 3.5 hours to get here. They're a solid team.
Yeah.
They execute well. They shoot the ball. They're a really good team.
Yeah. You have several local guys on your team, but one of them I kind of want to talk about is Connor. You know, he doesn't strike me as like a big man type, but I'm looking at some of these stats, and he's leading the team in rebounds a game, third in points. Looks like he's doing it all for you.
He's great. We love what Connor does with his mentality, his toughness. He's not afraid to mix it up. Yeah. And he's our 5-man sometimes.
Yeah. I'm really impressed with McGee, too. Yeah. I thought maybe, he obviously can hoop, but you wouldn't have thought when you walked to the gym, like, that's the guy. Yeah. Averaging 22 points a game still. And, I mean, you'll see it tonight, Jay. I'm telling you. You'll see it tonight.
I'm excited. This is going to be my first game that I've watched y'all play. Been out of town for the past couple of games. But I have heard mainly about this facility and how loud it gets during the games. Is that a benefit to y'all as far as the home team? Or?
Oh, yeah, it's great. We feed off of it. Like our first home game, we had almost this place standing room only. We had a lot of people from community, faculty and staff. Our student section is awesome. The kids come out and show all crazy sport. And we feed off that because we press. We press up makes and misses. So we need some extra to get us over the edge sometimes.
Right. Well, I did notice it looks like the Lions that we're playing tonight, looks like they've got a couple of big guys that we're going to have to go against. I mean, is it going to be strictly running up down the field or the court for us to be able to maintain that? Or is Connor going to be able to step up to that 6'7", 6'8" the whole game?
Right. Yeah, definitely. Connor's up for any challenge. Like I said, his toughness and his attitude, everything about Connor is great. And that's what we're going to hang our culture on here at A&M Texarkana. It's just toughness and being able to press on makes and misses, so you got to be in shape. But it's a lot of fun to watch, and we rarely take the press off. So anybody who we're playing, we're pressing.
Right. Well, I'm excited to see that part of it because not necessarily an Arkansas fan, but I remember when Arkansas used to have the 40 minutes of hell. So
right.
I mean, it's 48 minutes, I guess. But it's going to be fun to watch y'all tonight.
Definitely. Well, I appreciate you coming out.
Absolutely.
So you had 9 players Saturday. You still at 9 tonight?
I have 10 tonight.
Nice. All right.
We added 1.
All right. We'll like it. Who'd you add? Anybody?
Shahid Hawk.
All right. Had a Little Rock.
Yes, sir.
Cool, brother. Well, man, you need about 15 minutes to tip off. Wish you the best of luck tonight. We'll catch you post-game.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Y'all have a good one.
So tonight, kind of going through the roster, McGee's leading the team in points, 22 points a game. And, I mean, it's like he can score from anywhere. Doesn't really miss free throws from what I saw the other night. Getting steals, I mean, doing all the right things on a basketball court.
Right.
I think he's McGee. 6'1", out of Dallas. We got a chance to talk to him post-game. I mean, really good kid. Know he's happy to be here in Texarkana. We're happy to have him. We'll have Victoria Hill on here in just a minute. She plays on the ladies basketball tournament. And, basketball team. She's out of Genoa.
Well, now, yeah. I think she put up 20 the last game.
How are you? We're talking about you right now.
Good, Morgan. How are you?
Good. How are you?
How are you doing? Yeah, Davis.
So, right out of Genoa, right in your own backyard, who'd have known had so much talent over there in Genoa? We really enjoyed you playing Saturday night. I mean, had a huge game. I came out, I didn't really have any expectations because I knew nothing about the team, and you just, stuck out.
Yeah.
Well, tell us how many points did you score in high school, though?
In high school, my average was about 18, but I would have games up to about 30 almost, and I would pass the ball a lot more than I could score, but I'd rather see, my team do good too.
Absolutely.
And so I give them a chance as well.
Are you a freshman?
I'm a sophomore.
Okay. How's the transition been kind of back in Texarkana?
I love it. It was different at first.
Yeah.
But, I got used to it, and I was like, this is not as bad as I thought it would be coming back home.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, so you had a big cheering section, I noticed. That's one of the reasons I didn't know you were from Genoa when I was watching. I just thought you were a good basketball player, and I started seeing all these people cheering for you, this and that. I'm like, I bet you she's from somewhere around here. Or that she has the biggest family in the world that travels around.
pretty close.
Watching her play. But, so the transition to A&M, tell me about the campus. Tell me about the student life of the campus.
Okay. Well, the student life, I think it's pretty fun. I really don't have as much time. I come to school, I go and come to the gym, practice, and that's about all the time I really have.
Yeah.
It's just busy as an athlete.
Yeah.
It really is.
Decided what you're majoring in yet?
Dietitian.
Yeah.
So.
No good for me and you.
Right. Well, tell us about just the aspect of Texas A&M bringing basketball to the Texarkana branch.
I think it is a great thing. There's a lot of people in Texarkana that loves the sports of basketball, and hopefully we can get to where we have football. But hopefully we can grow and get that big.
Well, I'm sure y'all will. I mean, looks like so far y'all are already gelling as a team, and so it's definitely fun when we can root for a local one, especially when they're dropping points like you did this last game. So good to see.
Yeah.
Who do y'all have Tuesday night?
Oh, Tuesday night. Right now I'm focused on Sagu, Saturday, and Oklahoma City. That's what I'm focused on right now, so I don't even know.
All right. Very political answer. I got you. Politically correct. I think we may come out Tuesday night and watch y'all play. You had such a good time watching y'all. But, so we're just, about 10 minutes till tip-off. Tell us about this boys team tonight. I'm sure you've watched them play a little bit. What do you expect to see out of them?
Well, they're really fast, and, we're not as big, but we're really fast, and we can shoot a little bit, I see, and I know that I see that they're probably a shooting team that they're playing against, and they just got to block out and play fast like they've been.
Y'all kind of play the same style offense, though. Kind of run and gun and go.
Yeah.
It's exciting to watch, especially when you got a shooter.
Absolutely.
Anyway, we'll let you get back to it. I appreciate you coming on tonight. And if you're around post-game, come holler at us. Tell us what you thought about the game.
Thank you, Morgan.
All right, good to see you.
Thank you, Ryan.
Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So this team tonight out of Lyon College, showing they have a couple 6'8" guys, a 6'7" guy out of Nigeria as well. So a lot of length.
Yeah, they've got 3 guys that are 6'7" or taller.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be a tough night for our inside guys.
Yeah.
But I do think with our style of play, we're at least going to be competitive. That second half, that's when those big guys can start wearing on you.
Well, I was going to say with the style of offense that they're running here and the defense that they're playing, I don't know. I mean, of course, height matters, but I don't know how much height comes into play until you get the ball down and everybody's set, running plays.
Right.
So, and the way they're trapping, I mean, if you were here the other night, you let that second half get about halfway through.
Right.
And then the other team started turning the ball over left and right.
Well, and typically your bigger guys aren't going to be able to get down the court quite as fast.
Yeah.
So, if we get some steals early, we could definitely stretch that out going into the second half and let them catch up.
One thing about this team, their free throws for A&M, I I mean, they're making an unbelievable amount of free throws from the line, doing really well so far this season. They're getting to the line a lot.
Right.
So McGee takes it right to the rack, goes right at him. And it's like he's almost like an NBA player. Like, he just wants to get to the free throw line.
Right. Well, and from what I've heard the first couple of games, we're not afraid to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be good later on. Plus, as these guys play more and more together, they're going to realize where each other's shots are and be able to set their whole team up.
Sure.
And I think that we'll see a lot of scoring this year.
Yeah, I mean, right off the bat, almost put 100 points up. First home game. We'll see what happens tonight. It looks like Eagles going to have about 10 players tonight. I counted 18 on the line squad.
Yeah, and I didn't quite see that many out there for pregame.
Yeah.
So not all of them may have traveled. But it is going to be interesting to see how we match up with their height tonight.
Yeah, you know, A&M's averaging about 85 points a game, giving up about 84. This is weird. Lyon College is averaging 90 a game, giving up 78.
Right.
They have 4 players right over double digits a game averaging, and 2 players at 9 points a game and 1 player at 8.
Right.
So I'm judging by what I'm looking at. We're probably going to see a little bit slower pace offense.
Right.
But I say that, but you know, then they're averaging 90 points. So
well, and it's going to come down to, you know, is our defense going to be able to hold them under that average?
Yeah.
You know, if it gets to the other team scoring more than 85, we could be in a little trouble.
Yeah.
But if we can keep them below 85, I think our guys have a good chance to you know, be very competitive tonight.
Well, from what I saw the other night, watching Connor play, you know, even though he may not get a rebound, it's like he's always has his hand on the ball in some way, shape, or form. Aaron Harmon played a great game the other night. Kind of went a little bit quietly, played a great game. The guy out of Liberty Ilo, DeCorian Phillips, great game. Of course, we talked about McGee. Kyle Wright played quite a bit. I mean, they went through the entire roster, Jay.
Right.
I mean,
well, and I know, you know, DeCorian and Aaron and Connor, they played together for a while. So they have played a lot against each other with Liberty Ilo Pleasant Grove, but they've also done some travel ball together. So they know each other already. It's just being able to gel with the rest of the team.
Well, what are your predictions for tonight? What kind of points do you think are going to be put up?
I'm always going to go for the home team.
Yeah.
But I do think that if we can hold them under 84, 85, that there will be some success for the Eagles tonight.
Yeah.
I look for Connor to have a good night tonight. You know, yes, he's got 3 other, you know, guys that are 6'7" or larger on their team, but they can't all 3 play at the same time or they're going to get killed.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, they're only going to be able to have one in there at a time. And as quick as Connor is, I think he's going to be able to get some steals and set up some fast breaks for the other teammates.
Yeah, like I think Saturday, it's really going to come down to defense. The style of defense they play, how many turnovers are they going to force? One thing I didn't see a lot of in the men's game that I saw in the women's game, there weren't a whole lot of offensive rebounds.
Right.
You know, they're playing so fast, it's like get down, get a shot, get down, get a shot. And they had a lot more shots than the other team by the time the game ends. So,
and this early in the season, conditioning is going to come into play.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, it's going to be, you know, which starters are going to be able to play the majority of the game.
Yeah.
You know, be able to keep that, you know, consistency with each other.
Yeah. Well, we learned Saturday that the A&M guys had to pass a fitness test that was no joke.
Right.
So we know they're in shape.
Yeah.
The 33s, I think what they call it. None of them wanted to talk about it. They were like, it was miserable.
Well, and that's one thing, just remembering how Connor played during high school, he was always going to be the one in best shape on the court.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to be able to come back and watch Connor because he was definitely fun to watch in high school.
Oh, yeah. I mean, for a program just opening up, very first season, it's nice to see some guys we recognize out here.
Right.
You know, and to see him having success.
Yeah.
You know, when Aaron came off the bench the other night, it's like he had his own section. You know, everybody was rooting for him.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it was fun to watch. You know.
Well, and like I said, I mean, they've had great support so far at their home games. You know, the seats are already starting to fill up. See a lot of students showing up. there's actually a lot of students outside that are waiting to come in. So it's going to be fun just to see this atmosphere. And like I said, it gets so loud in here, and that's one of the things that I've already been told about.
Yeah.
And that's got to be a great thing for the home team.
Well, it's not a good thing for a guy that can't hear good.
Well,
it's extremely loud.
Right. But when the other team is shooting free throws, that's got to be deafening.
Yeah.
You know, and to be able to aggravate them just a little bit, maybe to get a couple misses.
Yeah. So they're about 4.5 minutes to tip off. Names to look out for tonight on A&M. Ones we talked about: Anthony McGee out of Dallas. I think Mesquite, if I'm not mistaken. Dude's an absolute baller. I mean, gets to the rack and shoots the three. Main thing is he's getting to the free throw line quite a bit. Connor's leading the team. He's 15 to 17 from the free throw line. But, Connor's down there playing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's down there playing tough basketball. McGee's a slasher. He's gonna get to the open spot. Desmond Kennedy's having a great year, averaging 13 points a game already. Line leaders, I mean, they have several people that, on paper, you can just move their names around. They all look like the exact same guy. Ray Price, Dominique Lloyd, Grant Patterson, Jonathan Laya, if I'm saying it right. I mean, statistically, they all look like about the same on paper.
Right.
Which means they're moving the ball around a lot.
I was looking at and they've only played one game so far. And I went back and looked at some of their stats. They've got one guy that went 10 for 11 from the free throw line, and that's all the points he had. Yeah. So I mean, that could be a difference tonight with as loud as this room gets.
Yeah. Well, James Harden scores a lot of points at the free throw line.
Right.
Here's what we'll do. We'll take it up top to above camera, and tip off will be in about 3 minutes.
Watch that power cord.
Kind of the reason I turned it this way.
Hey, it's a period in basketball, right?
And Ben's the first half, second half. Huh? Yeah. I'd rather use a different shot than somebody standing in front of the camera. There we go.
That camera, four cameras are that big.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Patterson Student Center on the campus of Texas A&M University, Texarkana, for tonight's non-conference matchup between the visiting Scots of Lyon College and your A&M Texarkana Eagles. Before we announce the starters for the game, we ask that everyone please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Now for the starting lineups. First, the visiting Scots. Head guard, 6'3" sophomore of Marlette, Tennessee, number 11, Ray Price. Head guard, a 6-foot freshman out of Batesville, Arkansas, number 20, Grant Patterson. Head guard, a 6'3" sophomore out of Mustang, Oklahoma, number 22, Zalik Sharp. Head guard, a 6-foot junior out of Jessieville, Arkansas, number 30, Hunter Daly. And at center, a 6'7" sophomore out of Lyon, Nigeria, number 34, Jonathan Elia. The Scots are coached by head coach Chad Tapp, assisted by Jeremy Wagner and Justin Wagner. And now, the starting lineup for your A&M Texarkana Eagles. And guard, the 6'3" senior out of Dallas, Texas, number 1, Desmond Kennedy. And guard, the 6'4" sophomore out of
6'1" junior
Texas.
Anthony McGee from Dallas and 6'2" junior Kalen Johnson from Longview. That's the starters for Ryan Wall's team. And they're finishing the introductions of them right now.
We appreciate you hopping on with us this evening, whether it's via 107.9 The Fan. You may be on our app for the Texarkana Radio family. We appreciate you finding us on the app if you're listening out of town, or if you joined us on Facebook tonight on Texarkana Game Day. However you got hooked up with us, we're glad you're going along for the ride.
Yeah, how about a little bit more on the kids from Lyon for just a second? We mentioned the starting lineup. Aaliyah, by the way, out of Nigeria, actually played last at North Ark Community College, and a couple of their kids are going to be community college kids, a little bit older and a little bit chance to play before they came here to Lyon College. On top of that, we've got Hunter Daly, one of their starters out of Jessieville. He played at University of Arkansas at Monticello. So they've got a little bit of experience on the outside of the high school level that a lot of the Eagles kids have. We see a little bit of extended opportunities already to play, and some guys are obviously a little bit older, which has been the thing that this team's going to see all year long.
Hey, Daly's from Jessieville, Arkansas, right outside the gates at Hot Spring Village, Jessieville Line. So excited to see him.
There you go. All right, we're ready to roll, it looks like. The referees have the ball. The Eagles in white, we're going to be backing up to our right, which is the closed-off end of the gym. The Scots in their navy with the maroon and blue trim are going to be defending to our left to the open or glass end. And we're ready to roll. Connor Olette and Aliyah, Jonathan Aliyah. Aliyah's going to control the tip. It'll be in the backcourt. And here we go. We are off and running. Ball into the hands to start with of Grant Patterson. Patterson's going to go right side. He'll give it off to Zalek Sharp, and they'll work their way around to Hunter Daly. Daly lobbing inside for Aliyah, and he can't handle the ball. A little too much on the pass by Daly. It's the first turnover of the game.
We made note of the fact before the game the Lyon College Scots have twin assistants.
Yeah.
Their two assistants are identical twins.
Well, they don't look identical from sitting here across.
They look
looking
just
at
alike to me.
Desmond Kennedy with the ball right side on the wing. They'll give it to Olette, an open three, takes a shot at it, and hits the first one of the game. Connor Olette with a three to start things off, and we are underway with 30 seconds gone, and the Eagles with a 3-0 lead.
That's the beauty of having a two-guard play in the 5 spot.
Here comes full court pressure, and before we ever got going, I'm not sure exactly what we got a call on.
They're going to call that on the floor? Well, no, they went to go to the table with a number, so.
They put up a 2-3, but I did not see, hey, the Eagles don't have a 2-3 out there. I'm not sure exactly what we got, but they don't post a foul. I think there may have just been touching the ball as a warning after the shot. So we'll go again now. Ball back inbound, and we're going to have another whistle before we get going. I think they're having clock issues now.
I don't know if that's on the game clock or the shot clock. I'm not real sure what's happening right now, but it's early going. You know, we've bragged the first two broadcasts, almost no hiccups in a brand new gym system.
Let's see, keep an eye on the clock now and see if they start it running. It's inbounded, and it is running now, so everybody's happy. We'll get the ball. Well, let me try it again, because I think they wanted to reset the shot clock. And so they stop it for a third time. We've had 3 stops here in the last 20 or so seconds as the officials are not happy with something going on at the table, and they're going to try to make a little adjustment here.
Yeah, they've got a separate little remote they're working the shot clock with, and that right now seems to be what they're examining. I don't know if that's going to require a new battery or a new operator, but they're trying to get that fixed. Hey, can you imagine me running that?
No. You'd figure, I mean, we've only had 3 games now, 4 games. They shouldn't have a new battery need just yet. I figure they're good on the battery. Coaches are going to call their kids over while we get the technical part of this worked out. I'm going to blame McCowan. Dwight McCowan may be over there. You just blame Dwight.
I think Dwight's got the scoreboard. I think somebody else is working the shot clock, and so they're trying to get it. You got to have somebody now. It's gotten so complicated. You got to have somebody work scoreboard, somebody the shot clock, and somebody the era now.
Yeah, and they've got it set now. 19:06 left to play here in the first half, and that clock's moving. Shot clock is not. Yeah, shot clock not moving. It's stuck on 24.
And that's not one you can keep on the court.
No.
Like in football where the clock doesn't work. You have your back judge prepared to keep the time on the court. Right now they're trying to get this thing underway.
Yep.
And so a little surprised that we've got this flaw. Hey, it went down a second.
I did. I saw that. I'm not sure if that was intentional or it went on its own, but at 19:01 left to play here in the first half, still 23 on the shot clock that they've reset a couple of different times now. We'll see if they count it down or leave it at, now they've got it down to 22. So we're thinking maybe they've got it in control now, and we'll give it a whirl again. Inbounding for Lyon College will be Grant Patterson. Patterson's going to get it near half court to Hunter Daly. Both clocks running now, and we're good. Select Sharp with it. Sharp being picked up by Caleb Johnson. The little touch pass. Driving is Patterson. He stops, double team on the right side of the lane. Finds a cutting Jonathan Aliyah. And Aliyah's on the board, and it's a 3-2 ball game. 18:43 to play here in the first half. Olette to Desmond Kennedy, left wing, back to Connor. Another look at a 3, this time from the left side. Look, good rotation. A little bit strong, got the back of the rim, and it's a rebound yanked down by Hunter Daly.
Connor tried to go get the foul after the missed shot.
Sharp with it now. He picks up his dribble, and Johnson's all over him. Gives it up to the free throw line to Ray Price. Price around to Daly. Boy, Daly's wanting to lob inside. There's another cutting drive. That one's stripped out of the hands of Grant Patterson by Kalen Johnson. It'll stay Scott's ball with 11 on the shot clock. Trailing 3-2. They'll inbound it underneath the basket to the left side. Lob into the hands of Sharp. Sharp to Aliyah out high post. Connor Olette on him. He hands it off. Shot on the way by Patterson. That's a three-pointer. A little bit short. Tipped around, though, by Aliyah into the hands of Sharp, and he'll bank in little bunny from the left side to make it a 4-3 game.
Yeah, DeCorian Phillips failed to block his man out, and he got in for the offensive rebound.
Eagles come the other way. Quick three launched up there by Anthony McGee. He hits it from the right baseline, and it's a 6-4 ball game. Eagles back on top. Patterson with it. Long pass into the hands of Price. Price looking, nothing there. Back to Patterson. Leaves it for Sharp right side on the outside. And then to Price. Picked up by Des Kennedy. Eagles with a man-to-man defense. They're trying to trap out of that. There's a three-pointer by Sharp. Right wing. That one's good. A team that doesn't like to shoot a lot of threes hits that first one. And it's a 7-6 lead for Lyon College.
They do like to go deep into the shot clock, though, and did an excellent job of finding an open look that time.
Kennedy to McGee. McGee to Ouellette, top of the key. He's guarded by Sharp. 17:07 to play in this first half. Kennedy with it. Around Patterson he goes. Bad pass trying to get it to the corner to McGee. That's taken away by Hunter Daly. Daly to Price. Price driving. There's contact, and it's going to be a charge.
One thing we've seen early this season, Ryan Wall's ball club is not afraid to stand there and take a charge.
I don't know if there's anybody better on the roster than DeCorian Phillips, but Desmond Kennedy took that charge. First foul on Ray Price. And with a 7-6 ball game, I think Price is going to sit down real quickly. Our first substitution comes in. That is Dominique Lloyd, 6'3" junior out of Kirkwood, Missouri. Eagles with the ball. Back to Ouellette. Fakes a three at the top. Starts his drive. Stops. Gives it off to Phillips. And then to McGee. Excuse me, to Kennedy. They go back around to Johnson, left side. His pass to Ouellette. He starts his drive. Off to Kennedy. Three-pointer. Another one. Desmond Kennedy, who had a big night on Monday, hits his first three. And the Eagles go back on top 9-7.
Desmond particularly had a big first quarter the other night and really kept the Scots in it early against Dillard.
Press broken into the hands of Lloyd. Lloyd, left side, his pass tipped into Grant Patterson's hands. Sharp right side, back up to Patterson. Scott's with a spinning move. And then Daly to Patterson, lob inside to Aaliyah. Kicks it back out. Hunter Daly with a drive. Ouellette picks him up on the baseline. Kick it out, long shot. Patterson, three-pointer at the shot clock. Buzzes. Shot would have been good if it had gone in. He misses. Ouellette with the rebound. Eagles running to McGee. Three-pointer, no good. Hit the clock off the top of the backboard, and it'll be a turnover as the ball goes back over to Lyon College with 15:42 to play in the first half.
Yeah, McGee forced that one up. He didn't do a good job of squaring up, and the results were the shot just didn't fall.
Eagles again with that full court pressure. Patterson to Daly. Daly splits defenders, gets bumped and fouled. And that may be, Des Kennedy picking up his first.
Got a little too much hand in there on him. As we said, so far, Lyon is content to go deep into the shot clock to find the shot they're looking for.
15:33, they'll inbound it on the sideline. This near side, Patterson to inbound it. Gets it into the hands of Daly. Daly back to Patterson, top of the key. Into the hands then of Lloyd. Lloyd to Sharp, takes one step, dribble, pass off right side, three-point shot short, but following his shot is Daly, misses the second opportunity. McGee gets the rebound.
Yeah, McGee wanted to run, but just couldn't find anybody down the floor.
He's got the ball back now into the hands of Kalen Johnson, into the corner. And DeCorian, I think, stepped out of bounds. Caught it, and on the catch, just split that left leg out a little bit and stepped on the baseline. And checking into the game's Kyle Wright. He'll come in for Kalen Johnson.
Kyle Wright, the freshman out of Texas High.
And he's going to have company as for the first time we're going to see Shahid Hulk. We have not seen him at all this year, so our first look at the 6'3" junior out of Little Rock.
He does not look 6'3".
No. All right, Eagles on defense now. Inbound into the hands of Patterson. Out ahead, into Sharp's hands, right side. He'll drift his way across to the left to Lloyd. Lloyd up top to Patterson. Daly has Ouellette on him. Lob inside to Aaliyah. No real way to stop that. The 6'7" Aaliyah had all kinds of problems for Kyle Wright, who was covering him on that. And it's a tie ball game at 9. And hanging in the air, McGee, little circus shot, gets fouled and comes up a little bit gimpy.
Yeah, it looked like he came down on that ankle wrong. We'll see if he can walk it off or if it's something that's going to be a problem throughout the evening. Looks like Dowd's going to get up and make his way to the scores table.
Foul on that shot was by Hunter Daly. That's his first. Free throw by McGee. That one rattled out, no good.
Dow's coming in for the shooter, and so that's Kyle Dow, the freshman out of San Antonio.
Also checking in for the first time, Ferris Verlasevich from Sarajevo, 6'8" junior for Lyon College. Second free throw up and good. 10-9 Eagle lead. Now here come the substitutes as Dow checks in for McGee, who's, again, walking a little gingerly to that sideline, thinking maybe right ankle's bothering him.
Yeah, he probably needs to continue to walk that thing off. He doesn't need to sit down there.
They're going to loosen the shoe and retie it, I'll bet you. Long pass, Kyle Wright can't handle it, but he tipped it away and into Ouellette's hands as the Eagles get the steal. They'll hurry the other way to Dow. Dow to Ouellette, top of the key. Takes a drive around the defender, back out to Dow. Right side three from the baseline, no good. Rebound by Sharp of Lyon College. We go back the other way. 14:20 to play in the first half.
Good inside-out look for the Eagles, just weren't able to get it to fall.
Patterson gives it up, and they'll lob inside of Erichek. His shot no good. Ouellette's going to tip it out to himself for the rebound. 10-9 ball game. Ouellette with it up top. Kyle Wright, right side. He's guarded by Sharp. Around the big defender, into the hands of Hawk. Hawk to Dow, left side on the wing. Ouellette, and then to McGee. Fake the defender up, or Kennedy rather. Fake the defender up, couldn't do anything with it. And we're going to get what? A foul that time on, so like Sharp. That is Sharp's first.
Tell you what, Coach Wall, who let his starters go a lot longer the night before he came in with the first subs, has actually substituted less than the Scots, and that's unusual. He's usually a lot of bodies in and out.
And he's got a deeper bench tonight. Hasn't really gone to them yet. Inbound to Wright. Kyle with a bounce pass to the baseline to Kennedy. Back to Kyle, around to Dow. Dow to Ouellette at the top of the key. 13:30 left to play in the first half. Wright's got the big man on him. Dishes it off instead to Hawk, and then to Dow. Shot clock to 0 as he lets that shot go. And they're going to say he didn't get it off in time. Shot clock violation. Kind of funny to see the Eagles holding it for such a lengthy amount of time in the shot clock.
That's not their forte. They lead 10-9 with 13:22 left in the first.
Again, here's pressure. Hawk picking up Patterson before he gets to the timeline. Splits it to the far right to Price. Back over to Patterson. He'll hand the ball off to Winston Peace, who's just come in. And then inside, shot in the lane, up and no good by Dominic Lloyd, but a foul over the back. That'll be Ferris Verlasevich with the foul, his first.
Good box out that time by the Eagles, and that's what causes the over-the-back call. And I tell you what, McGee's still noticeably limping around on the far side.
I'm not crazy about this pace if I'm Coach Wall right now. This seems like it's Lyon College's pace to play at. Ouellette with it up top. And then to Dow. It's very good defense by the Scots, there's no doubt. Ouellette's going to start his drive, kicks it across to Kennedy. Three-pointer left wing, no good. That's all Verlasevich for the rebound.
They haven't made the threes, but they've had a couple of really good opportunities.
And then Kennedy's going to pick the pocket of Patterson, two-hand dunk it in, and we've got a 12-9 ball game.
First score off the press tonight, and we've talked about before, Ryan Wall's press is not really designed to get turnovers. It's more designed to wear people down.
Yeah, they got a turnover that time and a dunk to go with it. All right, ball into the hands of Peace, looking for some help. Lob inside of Verlasevich, nice cross, the lane pass, but the layup missed that time and then knocked out of bounds. Ray Price had an easy one left side of the lane and just couldn't get it to go down. Eagles will touch it last, and the ball will stay over to Lyon College as Aaliyah comes back into the game.
That's where Dillard had a lot of success the other night, that extra pass at the end of the press, the beginning of the possession to that backside.
That's one Price should have made. Patterson will inbound it now under the basket, right side for the Scots. And they'll get it to Aaliyah. He'll hand it back off to Patterson. His shot, a two-pointer from about 14 feet out, misses. And Ouellette's got the rebound. Connor comes down, cross half court, hands it off to Kennedy, starts his drive and falls down, calls for timeout, but the ball's already out of bounds, and so is Dez before he gets the timeout, so the Eagles commit another turnover. Dominic Lloyd, the 6'3" junior, D'd up Kennedy that time, forced the turnover.
And Kyle Wright's going to go get a seat, and DeCorian Phillips back in.
McGee's going to hop up. He'll come in as well. They wave him in for Desmond Kennedy, so we'll see how the ankle is for Anthony McGee.
I imagine we'll take one or two trips down the floor to see if he's back at game speed.
11:59 to play in the half. 12-9 Eagles with the lead. And Patterson's got the ball in the backcourt. He's picked up by McGee. Coming to his right, crosses the timeline. Ooh, pass almost picked off by Hawk. Price has it now, guarded by DeCorian Phillips, left wing. Directing traffic, almost threw it right through Grant Patterson. Peace going to lob inside to Aaliyah. Big man having trouble controlling the ball, and he throws it away to DeCorian Phillips. He's got his position, he just doesn't have the great hands, it looks like. Connor Olette with it now up top. Aaliyah on him. They'll give it to Dow, back to Olette. Olette started to go baseline, decided against it. Hands it off to Dow, back to Connor, and around to DeCorian. And deep in the shot clock, 12 seconds left on it now. Phillips with it, nothing there. Kicks it around to McGee, three-pointer left side. That one hits the side of the backboard and ends up in the hands of the Scots, and we go the other way. Peace with it. Winston Peace, 6'5" freshman from Blytheville. To Patterson, bounce pass in the lane to Aaliyah, up and good.
Once again, it's that backside where they find that open look at the glass.
Aaliyah's got 6, Sharp has 5. That's all the scoring for Lyon College, who trailed 12-11. Eagles with it. Dow's hands, right side. Stumbles a little bit, has to get rid of it to Olette. And then to McGee. Starts to drive, good defense, cuts him off. Hawk with a drive, piece on him. Spins, Olette open, top of the key three, money. Connor Olette, his second three of the ball game, and it's 15-11, Eagles with the lead.
Yeah, what you like about that shot, it's right in the flow of the offense. He just popped out there, nobody came with him, didn't have to force it, squared up, knocked it down.
10-11 to play in the first half, 15-11. Eagles with the lead, and all over half court, a steal by Hawk. He lobs it up top, a little too much on it, and he charges running over Patterson. He was trying to set up a circus lob for DeCorian Phillips and just got a little too high up there and then ran over the defender as he let go of the pass, and that'll be a foul on Hawk. That's his first.
We're going to get a bunch of substitutes as Aaron Harmon checks in for the first time, and Tariq Matthews will get his first playing time tonight.
Yeah, they'll come in along with Desmond Kennedy, who comes back in. So does Kalen Johnson. And the only guy back on the court is DeCorian Phillips, who was out there before the time. All right, into the hands of Daly now, picking up by Phillips. To Price, left side, double team coming. They get it to Daly. Into the lane he goes. Kicks it outside, and Sharp passes on a shot at the three-point line. 9:45 to play. Another lob to Aaliyah. Spins, puts the shot up. No good. Follows, gets his own rebound in the put. Welcome back. Chuck, Zach, Tony, Kirk coming at you live here from the Patterson Center. Aaron Harmon, didn't get a chance to talk about him, having just checked in.
Instead, the official blew him for the 3 seconds in the lane.
All right, Eagles with the ball. Under 9 left to play in the first half. They lead at 17-13. Tariq Matthews, right wing, top of the key to Desmond Kennedy. Kennedy with a couple of dribbles, starts to go and decides against it. Back out to Matthews. To Harmon at the free throw line. He hands it off to DeCorian. We go right side to Matthews. 6 on the shot clock. Tariq starts driving, loses the ball, and it rolls out of bounds, and he's the last one to touch it. And the Eagles will get it, give it up with 8:37 left to play in the first half.
And this is a particularly small lineup right now for the Eagles.
We'll see where the offense is going to come from. You think Kennedy or Phillips probably are your guys who you want taking the shot. Patterson picking up his dribble in a little bit of trouble. Gets it off to Daly. Splits a double team into the front court. Daly, quick pass to Sharp. Contact, bucket, and a chance for the three-point play.
Same story, different side. Typically, Lyon's been bringing it up the right side, getting it to the left back door.
For the foul, that's Tariq's first.
Hawks seem to have the most success to getting the open look on the three when they go in and then out. But this is a perimeter offensive team, the Eagles. I said Hawks.
You did say that. I wasn't going to say anything.
That's the first time yet I've said it. So 15 years of calling Hawk basketball is hard to change over to Eagles.
Can I do it now?
Yeah, you can do it sometime. Feel free.
It may happen anytime. All right, 7:50 to go here in the first half. 17-16, Eagles with the lead. Daly's got it up top now. Boy, Matthews really pushing him out toward half court. Lob inside. The big man from Croatia back in and has it stripped away. And it'll stay Scott's ball as Ferris Verlasovic lost control of that going up, but had it stripped out of his hand.
Still good job by Kyle Wright that time. When the big put the ball on the floor, he got after him.
Yep. Verlasovic, who goes 6'8", about 260 pounds. He'll get this inbound. Willett covering him. Hands the ball off to Patterson, to Sharp, and around to Daly, left side on the wing. He's picked up by Kyle Wright. And we may have another 3 seconds. This time it's Verlasovic who spends too much time in the lane. So both the big men for the Scots all got into the hands of Sharp on that baseline, and the Eagles fouled him.
That's going to be Matthews. I think that's his second.
It is. Tyreek Matthews picks up foul number 2. He'll come out of the game. Back in Kyle Dow. 6:28. It's only the 5th foul on the Eagles. Both teams, in fact, have committed 5 fouls. So with 6.5 minutes left to play in the half, we're still not in the bonus.
Yeah, we remind you, 7 gets you 1-and-1s. When you get to 10, you get the double bonus of 2 shots.
Corian Phillips back into the game. So is Kalen Johnson. Ball inbounded, a nice cut, and there's an open look for Grant Patterson, his first bucket of the game, and we're back to a 1-point game.
Right now, both teams are executing offenses pretty well.
Yeah, a little high post pass that time from Aaliyah. Handed out that assist to Patterson. Dow's got it now right side to Olette. Aaliyah comes out to him. DeCorian, stand there and look at it, 3, and he nails it. DeCorian Phillips, his first 3, and Scott's getting a little bit slow to close out on the 3-point shooters here in the late minutes of this first half. Daly across the timeline to Peace, trying to cross the pass again through the lane, and this time Hawk, who's showing something, again, first time we've seen him, showing a lot of quickness and a lot of long arm defense.
Tell you what, it looks like that press is beginning to take a little toll. They're not getting out to handle the 3-point shot, and they're getting a little tired on offense.
25-21, Eagles with the lead. 3-point shot on the way by Daly. He hits his second one in a row. He's got 6, and we're right back to 1 again. 25 back near half court. He's picked up by Patterson. Around to Corian Phillips, right wing. Spins on his defender, but just not losing him. Daly's hanging with him. Dow's got it now. Aaliyah stepping out and then forcing the pass away. Here comes Corian into the lane, and he traveled.
Had a little shovel step there, and I think he had a good idea. Take the man in and probe that defense, but just shoveled the feet. Now we're going to get Desmond and Aaron back in.
Yeah, Harmon coming back in with Kennedy. Welcome back. Chuck Zach and Tony Kirk on the call.
May not be the best free throw shooter on the team.
Well, and you know, they went 19 for 20 Saturday night from the line. They're 1 for 4 tonight. And now